All right, welcome in. This is a weekly reading for divine feminine and sacred masculine energy. So let's see where we go. We have been having lots of lively discussions about patriarchy recently and about the rise of Gaia, the divine feminine, and all of that and how that's working. So I'll likely do these readings. Sometimes I'm doing them more as relationship readings. Sometimes I'm doing them more as spiritual, meditations. But let's see where we go today. I feel like the divine feminine, sacred masculine have a lot to teach us right now about union, about connection to our spiritual gifts. The morning message for July 12th, when we're talking about recognition of the power of the divine feminine. That has been a big theme lately, and myth busting lately has been around. Very important to talk about. I don't know. That's interesting. So, all right, solitude, traveling lightly, wise leader. You are a beacon for others. This has been the reason for it. Is the divine feminine is needing to release in this Capricorn full moon this week, especially with the T-square to Chiron, in order to unleash their wisdom, unleash their teaching capabilities or their leadership capabilities. Chiron is in Aries. It's a T-square of this full moon and sun, full moon in Capricorn, new moon in Cancer. T-square to that Aries energy of Chiron. What's being asked of us is really to be able to unleash the power of the divine feminine right now in order to balance the masculine. Everything is about balance. Everything is about balance. Union is balance. All right, so let's see. Divine feminine energy of divine feminine right now. I'll do divine feminine, divine masculine, and then the connection. Yeah. All right. Divine feminine right now, please. Yep. 5 of Pentacles. I've seen that, definitely. 2 of Swords. Not wanting to see their own power. But power is all around you right now, divine feminine. Queen of Swords. Feeling out in the cold, feeling financially incapable, unworthy, shifting that paradigm. I talked about the law of polarity last week, about things are the one opposite side of the same coin. Lack and abundance are defining each other. You wouldn't be able to define lack if you didn't have abundance. You wouldn't be able to define dark if you didn't have light. They define each other. Okay, so divine feminine is being asked to do this. Hanged man, see things from a new perspective. World, 2 of Cups, Ace of Wands, and the Knight of Pentacles. Put in the effort, divine feminine, to shift the paradigm from where you are now with love. Whatever is blocking you or whatever lessons have made you feel less than, this is the thing to work on right now. Queen of Swords, a fearless inventory of all of those paradigms that have kept us in a state of lack. We can talk about money too, if you like. I mean, it's all the same thing. Energy is energy. So whatever has kept you in the state of lack, it's time to shift your perspective on that and see how powerful you truly are. I feel like that's the most self-loving thing to do right now. The World and the 2 of Cups, Ace of Wands, a new opportunity for inspiration around love, self-love, all of it. Knight of Pentacles, putting in the time and effort. Putting in the time and effort. Masculine, let's lay out some cards for the masculine. Then I will talk you through how they interact with each other with the expression of them in the connection. Okay, this is in the light of this full moon in Capricorn right now. We are experiencing that as very powerful. Tower in reverse for the masculine underneath. Ace of Wands. It's almost like the Ace of Wands talking to the feminine, being inspiring or being inspired by the feminine's awareness as a wise leader, the masculine stepping into their leadership as a union by virtue of the fact of their divine connection to feminine, stepping into something that is much more balanced. Yep, Fool, brand new. Masculine is like a brand new babe here. Three of Wands. Emperor. There's that Aries energy. The World again. Look at this. The World. Three of Pentacles. Outcome is the Devil. Interesting. Okay, Three of Swords. I'll put that right there. I feel like the masculine gets it and then they stop getting it. They get it and then they go back to their old way of thinking, their old way of doing things. Right now, they're in a space of, oh, aha, right? They're inspirational. They're inspiring to the feminine. The love is coming back around. There's this reconnection, this rebirth. The feminine is going through her own, it's not about gender, right? It's about energy. The feminine energy is going through their own ascension around lack, around abundance, around what is my value, what is my worth. There keeps to the feminine, these lessons keep being shown. Lack and abundance keep being shown to the feminine. The masculine here is about power. It's possible that they keep going through these cycles because they're not wanting to have this experience of their power being blown up. So sometimes they're very awakened to this and sometimes they're just not. But they do have that internal masculine emperor energy, and that flips things on its side. What needs to happen, the Three of Wands and the Three of Pentacles, is divine masculine or divine feminine, sacred masculine, and the divinity need to collaborate more. And I feel like that's where it goes off sideways for the masculine. They're not seeing the higher level of consciousness that is intrinsic to every divine feminine, sacred masculine connection. And so they fall down. But right now they're in an upcycle. We have the T-square to Aries, to Chiron and Aries. It is about soul leadership right now. It is about transforming this cycle and not falling back down. They're still not aware. They still have the Tower in reverse is about blocking awakening, blocking awareness. And the Three of Swords is about, I can't let go of my power over my own ability to not feel anything. I can't let go of that masculine energy of I'm not connected to my feelings. What's that phrase? It's never too late for a man to connect to his feelings. That was the first real, that happened to me back in 2008, 2009. My first massive shift in my consciousness. And that was the statement I heard as I woke up the first morning after having major tower moments, major awakening. It's never too late for a man to connect to his feelings. That's the disconnect here, is about feelings, not wanting to connect to feelings. Feelings are dangerous. Feelings are scary. All right. The connection. This one jumped. Wow. Judgment. All right. So Six of Pentacles, balance. Seven of Pentacles, Nine of Swords, Eight of Wands, Hanged Man, Empress, Emperor, Empress. Outcome, Ace of Pentacles. So brand new day here. The masculine is learning about balance. They're inspired right now, inspired and inspiring. Their expectations, they have great expectations here. Three of Wands, Emperor, World, right? And it's going the road of 3D expectations. And so there's something here about that. This Capricorn full moon shining the light on 3D without the anchoring of the spiritual. So the masculine here pops in and out of spirituality. They pop in and out of this. This Capricorn full moon is going to shine the light on how that keeps them back, that holds them back. 333. We got 3 threes here. Plus we have the Empress here. The third party in this, in a 3D way, maybe an external person or an external experience that keeps the masculine popping in and out of their awareness of their own divinity. The feminine is fully in the awareness of their divinity, but there's this sense of like, my world is not mirroring that to me. I feel abandoned, betrayed by the world, and so I'm blaming the world. The sense here is that the Queen of Swords is being asked to see things differently. See things, go back and look at that morning message I did on today, July 12th, because that does enlighten quite a bit about the taking of responsibility for the experiences and how to get rid of, how to, it's almost like cycling through, okay? You cycle through experiences. That's what wise leadership is. It's not that leaders don't have problems or don't have situations show up that challenge them. Wow, they sure do. Even bigger ones, okay? But they've learned the power of seeing things from a spiritual perspective and cycling through them, extracting the juice, the magic, extracting the magic in all of those lessons. Seeing the love in lack, because lack is the flip side of abundance. So if you can see the juice and the love in lack, you become abundant in that moment, because you're like, oh, that's what gratitude is. Seeing the abundance in lack is gratitude. In the moment that you're in, if you're seeing things through a negative lens, then that's what you're going to expand. Seeing abundance, that's what you will expand. All right. In every situation, that's likely inspiring. They're likely being inspired by the masculine, or the masculine, it's a reflective kind of a thing. The law of polarity, you're the flip side of the coin. So you're going through the same experiences. The situation for the connection, 6 of Pentacles and 7 of Pentacles. So we're going through this with Capricorn full moon. We're going through this. Your job here in this, as a soul, as an enlightened being, as an awakening being, is to anchor your divinity in the 3D. Otherwise, why come? Why show up here? It's our job to live in this 3D and anchor our spirit, anchor our light, our brightness in this 3D. That's what the lighthouse is all about. You know, it's not like, oh, I'm off somewhere in the ether and I'm like, no, I see that boat. It's about to crash into the rocks. Gee, I wish I could help. No, it's about doing it. Okay, so there's a certain Capricorn element here about doing it. Just do it. I wonder if Nike is Capricorn. It does feel to me like there is something about that. And then there's this anxiety. Am I doing enough? Am I able to inspire enough? Am I really becoming this wise leader? Second guessing yourself, lowering your vibration, lowering your energy. But here's the thing. I wish the High Priestess had showed up in this. The High Priestess showed up in that reading this morning. But what's showing up is the Empress. The Empress is in my view anyway, the 3D expression of an integrated feminine. The feminine is integrated in their spiritual path, but also they have a 3D expression. And that's what we're learning here. The 8 of Wands and the Hanged Man is about seeing the very expression of our everyday lives differently, having gratitude for it, and seeing how we're anchoring our divinity here in that. And sometimes you forget. So the universe is trying to remind you through these readings, through your everyday life, that we're anchoring in the 3D expression solely because our job is to be a wise leader. If we were not a wise leader, if that was not our job, if our job is to be, never incarnated on this planet, then that's not really our mission. But you're here, and you're here to shine that light. The divinity of the masculine, the divinity of the feminine sees each other. We have an earth and an earth, Virgo and a Capricorn outcome here. So it's not just about, yes, I have a spiritual practice and everything like that. It's about the spiritual practice is the life that's in front of you. That's the spiritual practice. How are you working through your communication skills? How are you elevating how you express yourself as you walk around on this planet? That's the practice. And I feel like the masculine and feminine are both seeing that right now. It feels to me that this full moon in Capricorn, T-square to Chiron in Aries, is about awakening the wounded healer in both masculine and feminine. And how does that work together? 1 + 1 = 5. How does that work together? How do the missions work together? What is the mission of both? What are the mission of the individuals, and how does that integrate? Let's keep talking about it. I'm going to continue on with this reading. The link is below. If you're part of our Twin Flame group, stick around. Starts right now. All right, I hope you enjoyed that video. If it was helpful to you, please consider liking this video and sharing it with anybody who might have a need for similar kind of information. And if you like this video, check out these videos.